The Haunting of Hollowbrook Manor, a tale of redemption. Once upon a time, nestled deep within the eerie woods of Hollowbrook, there stood an ancient and imposing manor. The building had long been abandoned, rumored to be cursed by the spirits of those who had met their untimely demise within its chilling halls. A dark, mysterious fog perpetually enveloped the area, making it nearly impossible to find the manor. Yet, it drew the curiosity of the fearless few who dared to explore the uncharted territory. Our story begins with Emily, a young and adventurous journalist who had a fascination with the supernatural. She had heard the legends of Hollowbrook Manor, and the allure of a chilling story was too strong to resist. She decided to document her exploration in a video, planning to upload it online. Emily embarked on her journey armed with a flashlight, camera, and a deep sense of trepidation. She documented her arrival at the dilapidated gates of the manor. The iron gates creaked ominously as she entered, a signal that the place was reluctant to reveal its secrets. The grand entrance hall was adorned with faded portraits of long-deceased family members. It seemed as though the manor had been frozen in time, untouched by the passage of centuries. The air was heavy with the scent of decay and despair. Emily couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. As she moved deeper into the manor, the atmosphere grew increasingly oppressive. Unexplained footsteps echoed through the halls, and doors creaked open and shut of their own accord. Emily captured it all on camera, her voice trembling as she narrated her experience. Emily descended into the dimly lit basement. The ancient stone walls seemed to breathe, and the ground felt unnaturally cold beneath her feet. She could barely contain her fear when a soft, ghostly whisper echoed through the chamber. She shone her flashlight around, revealing nothing but shadows. With each step, she descended further into the darkness, and the voices grew louder. Emily's camera captured her gasps of terror as she stumbled upon an eerie collection of dolls. Their glassy eyes seemed to follow her every move, and the whispering grew more intense. Unable to bear the oppressive energy any longer, Emily fled the basement, determined to uncover the truth behind Hollowbrook Manor. She returned to the main floor, her fear undiminished. Her camera picked up on a chilling sight, a shadowy figure darting behind a cracked mirror, but when she investigated, there was nothing there. The hours passed, and Emily's determination to uncover the manor's secrets only grew stronger. She discovered a hidden door leading to a forgotten library, filled with dusty books and parchment. Among the books, she stumbled upon a journal that told a sinister tale. The journal belonged to a woman named Eliza, who had been locked in the manor against her will. Her entries chronicled her descent into madness, driven by the malevolent spirits that inhabited the house. The more Emily read, the more she realized that Eliza's suffering was a reflection of her own experiences within Hollowbrook Manor. As the night grew darker, Emily heard the ghostly cries of Eliza, pleading for her release. Her camera captured her frantic attempts to find the source of the cries. She entered a room where the walls were covered in strange, arcane symbols. In the center of the room, a flickering candle revealed a dusty, ornate mirror. Emily's reflection in the mirror wasn't her own. It was Eliza, with tears streaming down her ghostly face. Emily was trapped in the mirror, and her own reflection began to reach out, trying to escape. The room began to fill with an otherworldly presence, and the mirror shattered. Emily found herself back in the basement, surrounded by the eerie dolls. They began to move, their porcelain faces contorting into sinister smiles. They whispered and giggled as they approached her. Emily's camera captured her horrified screams as they closed in. The video ended abruptly, leaving viewers to wonder about Emily's fate. Was she trapped in the manor, or had she become a part of the haunting that plagued Hollowbrook Manor? The only thing certain was that the ancient house held its dark secrets, and those who ventured inside may never escape its clutches. Weeks passed after Emily's disappearance, and her chilling video had gone viral on the internet. People from all around the world watched in fascination and fear as they followed her harrowing journey into Hollowbrook Manor. The manor, once shrouded in obscurity, became a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts and urban explorers. Several brave souls ventured into the woods in search of the cursed mansion. Some came prepared with cameras and ghost hunting equipment, while others were merely curious and driven by a sense of adventure. They all shared the same goal: to uncover the secrets of Hollowbrook Manor and, if possible, find Emily. One group of friends, comprised of 4 thrill seekers, embarked on their own journey to the manor. They had watched Emily's video repeatedly, dissecting every detail, and felt they were prepared for whatever awaited them. Armed with flashlights, EMF meters, and recording devices, they entered the dark woods, determined to document their experience and perhaps solve the mystery of the manor. The night was ominous as they approached the rusty iron gates, their creaking echoing through the dense fog that seemed to cling to the manor. They could feel the air growing colder, and the oppressive presence of the mansion weighed heavily on their hearts. As they explored the manor, they encountered some of the same eerie phenomena Emily had documented: unexplained footsteps, doors that opened and closed on their own, and chilling whispers that seemed to come from the very walls. The friends couldn't shake the feeling that they were not alone. The basement, with its strange symbols and whispers, was just as unsettling as Emily had described. The same room where she had been trapped within the mirror held a sense of dread. They cautiously approached the mirror, but it showed only their own frightened reflections. The friends were determined to delve deeper, so they followed the same path Emily had taken. The dolls, however, were gone. They explored the library, finding the same journal Emily had discovered. Its pages revealed more of Eliza's tragic tale, further linking their experience with the past. Despite their initial courage, as the night wore on, fear began to gnaw at their resolve. The ever-changing layout of the mansion disoriented them, and they found themselves in rooms they couldn't remember entering. The apparitions they encountered grew more sinister, and the whispers more deranged. In one room, they encountered a spectral figure, a man who had met a gruesome end within the manor's walls. He warned them to leave while they still could, his words filled with the agony of a trapped soul. The group, desperate to escape the relentless terror, stumbled upon the same room with the glowing symbols on the walls. They had seen enough of the manor's malevolent nature and decided to replicate Emily's actions. Their trembling fingers traced the symbols, unleashing a powerful surge that echoed throughout the manor. The dolls returned, their porcelain faces twisted with rage, and the spirits cried out in agony as they were banished once more. The malevolent presence itself fought to maintain control, but the symbol's power overwhelmed it. The room seemed to collapse in on itself, and the mansion itself groaned in anguish. As the darkness faded, the friends found themselves back at the entrance of Hollowbrook Manor, disoriented but alive. They had narrowly escaped the clutches of the cursed mansion, and they realized that Emily had not been so fortunate. They uploaded their own video, documenting their chilling encounter with Hollowbrook Manor and the tragic fate of Emily. Viewers were left with a renewed sense of the supernatural and the realization that the manor's evil had not been vanquished. It still waited, lurking in the shadows, ready to ensnare those who dared to enter. The video of the group's harrowing experience at Hollowbrook Manor went viral just like Emily's had, drawing even more attention to the mysterious house in the woods. It seemed as if the cursed manor had a perverse magnetism, luring those who sought to uncover its dark secrets. The internet was buzzing with speculation and theories about the supernatural forces at play. One particular paranormal investigator, Alex, was captivated by the story of Hollowbrook Manor. He had spent years researching and documenting haunted locations, but the tales of this mansion were unlike any he had ever encountered. Driven by a deep curiosity and a desire to help, he decided to venture into the heart of the mystery. Alex was well prepared for the challenges that awaited him. He had an array of specialized equipment, including high-definition cameras, infrared thermometers, and electromagnetic field detectors. He had studied the previous videos and taken note of the symbols in the room that seemed to hold the key to the manor's malevolent power. As he approached Hollowbrook Manor, the fog rolled in, obscuring his vision. The iron gates stood before him, ominously creaking open as if welcoming him into the darkness. Alex could feel the oppressive presence of the manor as he stepped inside. He proceeded cautiously, following the documented footsteps of those who had come before him. The echoing footsteps, the opening and closing doors, the faint whispers in the air, it was all eerily familiar, yet he knew there was more to uncover. As he descended into the basement, he was not surprised to find the room with the arcane symbols. It was as if the room itself had been waiting for him. The symbols glowed faintly, and he could sense their power. In the aftermath, the manor was no longer a place of terror. It stood in the woods as a testament to the darkness that had once resided within its walls but had now been vanquished. The curse was broken, and the spirits of the past found their long-awaited peace. Alex documented his entire experience, capturing the transformation of Hollowbrook Manor from a place of horror to one of tranquility. His video told a different story than those before it, one of redemption and the power of compassion in the face of evil. As the world watched in awe, the tale of Hollowbrook Manor continued to evolve, leaving behind a legacy of darkness and, now, the hope of a brighter future.